What?
On Granville Street, another confrontation going on. And police are using, you see it there, police have been using
Mom, we should have stayed there
to keep this crowd under control. It seems to be a little more passive than it was on Georgia Street, but it is a problem nonetheless. And these scenes have been repeated right through the cities, we're sad to say, but that's what has happened. There have been a few injuries that we've heard of. There have been cars set on fire, and police have moved in. It may be a long night for them because these people are not going away easily. I'm joined by Natalie Clancy. She's been watching this with me all night and doing such a great job of gathering information. Natalie?
Well, Tony, let me just to paint a picture. What we've got is a front line. The officers who are dressed in dark, they're the riot squad, heavily geared. They're carrying gas and fire.
What happened to your restaurant and how you felt inside?
Well, we were actually felt safer outside than inside. Inside they were throwing rocks and anything heavy they could grab, jump kicking big windows. Glass was just flying everywhere. I got some cuts here and just really dangerous stuff. And it's got nothing to do with sports events.
Did you fear for your life in the restaurant?
Yes, was very, very fearful. And I'm a pretty big guy. I'm a hardcore fan. I've been through this, ups and downs, but that was really scary. Scary stuff.
How are you feeling having lived through that this evening? Clearly you're a passionate Canucks fan. What does it say about our city?
I'm pretty ashamed. I was thinking in there while they're throwing rocks at my face, at my restaurant that my father and I have built over the years. People are throwing rocks, and I'm cheering. I'm supposed to be cheering with these guys tonight. I'm very ashamed. I don't know how I can go in 2012 and cheer with them for the following year. I don't know how I can do that.
What kind of damage bill do you think you're looking at?
Oh, 12,000 for sure. But the scariness of me, my wife, my mom, and my sister, and my dad, the scariness of our lives, how it was endangered, that was what's really the big problem here today. It wasn't the glass, it wasn't the damage, what was stolen, it was our lives were endangered.
Francesco, thank you very much for sharing your story with us. We hope that you can get the restaurant back together, fixed up quickly, and we appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us. And I think there's going to be a lot of shop owners up and down Granville, up and down Georgia, Homer, Dunsmuir. We just heard that the riot squad has been deployed on Dunsmuir. Can't remember the cross street, but they are continuing to battle unruly crowds that just refuse to go home. And like Francesco says, have nothing to do with hockey and the result of the game this evening. We've forgotten that in all of this.
Post office while this car fire was burning because the ambulance crews were not allowed downtown. We also know that on the street, police are reading the riot act to the rioters saying, stay downtown, you will be arrested, leave, and we will leave you alone. I don't know if that's having much effect. It is at this parking lot where 2 police cars were set on fire, but at the Granville Entertainment District, that seems to be where a much larger crowd is gathering near all the Vancouver bars. Earlier where we are, it's been cleared, but in the Granville Entertainment District. And also, we've seen several cases of looting. The Bay, the Bank of Montreal, several office towers on Georgia Street. A Molotov cocktail hit the Blends coffee shop. And we are now going to take you closer to the action where our Melanie Nagy is on Howe Street. Melanie, what can you see?
So I am, as you said, about Howe and close to Granville, and there's a massive crowd directly about a block in front of me. And what keeps happening is it appears that this crowd goes from just standing around to all of a sudden there's pocket brawls. That's the best way to describe it. It was up Granville and a little further down, just a couple people breaking into fights. And then people.
I think this is the biggest riot I've seen in hockey. It's bigger than Montreal.
But right now, this is a concentrated area of people. There are no police towards how where I am in Dunsmuir.
No, I know.
I can't see any police further.
Yeah, this isn't gonna stop. It's gonna get dark and the police won't be able to see them.
We do see some people.
Watch, people are so like fires.
Hear other noises as well.
300,000 people aren't just gonna disappear like that.
Parked abandoned down here. So, as I said,
That's like the population of that's like 2 populations of Abbotsford right there.
But right now it looks like things have maybe calmed a bit, but then all of a sudden there'll be a flare up and a bit of a brawl that takes place. So that's where I am, around Granville and Howe, not far by the Pacific Center.
I should call him and see what's up with him now.
Thank you very much. Look out.
See if he got on his bus.
Riots by
Watch the bus be on fire.
A group of rioters, not Olympic fans. The authorities warned warmed up to allowing these kinds of events to take place. And tonight, unfortunately, in a single night, a small group of people may well have ruined it all for the rest of us. The Vancouver Police Department, with all the help they've had from the RCMP and other municipal departments, will be in no mood to have public crowds gather anywhere in the city for a while now. And who really could blame them? This has been an outrage tonight. Sophie Louis on the phone.
Ends of that area cordoned off, and the crowd, I think, is slowly thinning out. But with these things, you cannot tell. It only takes one person to make a move, and then everyone else seems to get in on the mess they managed to create. There's the sight of two police cars being burned on Georgia Street, not far from our CBC studios. The people who are rioting tonight took those, they were parked there, those cars, but people got in behind the fence of the parking lot, turned those cars over, and eventually set them on fire, Natalie.
Well, it's some relief to be at the broadcast center now, because the trouble seems to have moved further away. It was all around us in these few blocks. A little bit of problem we're hearing about.
You look at that apartment in the background on Channel 3.
To go home. They want to get everybody on the SkyTrain, but we just got word Coast Mountain Bus Service is not going to run buses because it's not safe. So that's a problem.
They just said they aren't going to run buses. How's Dave Duck going to get back?
Certainly nothing moving on the streets, no taxis, as people try to get home safely, although we have seen some people disperse from the theater.
Dave Duck, I'm going to call him.
They want people to go home, but it's not